We stand in readiness to conduct, as you may be aware, the special voting on Monday, the 2nd of December, 2024. The special voting would go on in all 328 special voting centers across the constituencies. I believe that you are aware that the special voting is restricted to members of the security, members of the media, and some of the EC's own electoral officials who applied for special voting. And it is limited to those who applied. We have worked with the Election Security Taskforce and the media agencies through the Ghana Journalists Association. And to date, we've provided the register or the list of persons who are registered on our special voters register to both agencies. And we believe that this has been exhibited on the website to enable those who registered visit the websites to clarify their voting centers and so on and so forth. So we are confident that we'll have a successful special voting arrangements on Monday, the 2nd of December. Our officials are in readiness. We have an adequate supply of the ballot papers, the indelible ink, the various forms that may be necessary. And of course, the biometric verification devices are also in place to ensure a smooth and seamless special voting exercise.
And that was Mrs. Jane Mensah, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, speaking at a meeting with the Election Taskforce in Accra today. She was speaking about the preparedness of the Commission for Monday's special voting, specifically meant for the security officers, EC staff and other people such as health personnel and media personnel who will be on duty on election day and may not necessarily find the time to go and vote. And so the special voting arrangement is to enable them cast their ballots 5 days ahead of the main election day. There are a total of 276 voting centers, one each in all constituencies across the country for the special voting. Those ballot boxes will not be opened on Monday after the poll, but they will be sealed and kept at police stations under lock. They will only be brought out, opened, sorted, and counted after the close of poll on election day. And this will all happen at the various 276 constituency collation centers in the full glare of the public, agents for the contestants, and election observers. This is the news in brief from the Graphic Online Digital Newsroom. And apart from the preparedness for the special voting on Monday, Mrs. Jane Mensah, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, speaking at the same meeting with the Election Taskforce in Accra, had this to say about other arrangements for the entire election.
As we speak, all our registers have been prepared. We have completed the preparation of our voters' register, and they have been disseminated across the country. We are also near completion with our ballots, the preparation of our ballots for the presidential and parliamentary elections. And all the ballots, with the exception of the Northern region, the Bono region, and the Bono East, have been disseminated to our police armories across the country. I'm well aware that the ballot papers for the Northern region, the Bono and Bono East regions will be disseminated to the police armories this afternoon. And we'd like to thank the police for their support and also the army for their support and remaining with us throughout this process. It's instructive to note that our biometric verification devices are also being prepared, and we are confident that by this weekend, all the biometric verification devices will be safely lodged in the police armories across the country. As we speak, we have over 8 regions. The biometric verification devices have been sent to over 8 regional armories, and they are in safekeeping there. The Commission has recruited close to 210,000 temporary officials across various categories, from returning officers to deputy returning officers, presiding officers, polling assistants in all the 40,900 plus polling stations across the country. And as we speak, they are undergoing extensive training in all the constituencies. We have training undergoing for all the categories of staff, and As a top-up, we have also developed some videos so that once the training, the physical training is done, we would disseminate the videos so that our staff would be able to refresh their memories and go through the various training programs that they have been provided.
Dr. George Akufu-Dampare, the Inspector General of Police and the chair of the Election Taskforce, also had some comments.
We are here today as a way of debriefing, as we have always done. We've done a lot of work when it came to the printing of the ballots and the transportation of the ballots across the country. And like you rightly indicated, we are 95% done. And with the BVDs, we are also almost 50% done. And looking at the timetable that we are working with, we are sure that within the shortest possible time, over the next couple of days, we'll be done with all this, and all these facilities and logistics will be in place at where it matters. So we are here to look at that debriefing, and I know after this session, our technical team will meet your technical team, then we'll look at it also from that angle. That has been very successful from where we sit. And once again, the commendation go to you and your team, and we are always going to be there in support of the good job that you are doing. Also to wish all Ghanaians, to let all Ghanaians know that at the end of the day, each one of us is talking peace. And our talking, we have been able, so far up to this point, translated the talk into action. Let us double the action. We should still talk and still double the action so that our actions will become more powerful and it will back our words. In effect, let's continue to walk the talk of peace as we have all been preaching. And the way we are going, if we double it, I can assure you, Ghana will continue to show yet another example of leadership when it comes to democratic dispensation. On that note, Madam Chair, we are so grateful to be here, and our technical team at the end of this session will meet your technical team, and then you let us know all the things that we need to do to help for the rest of the process to be successful. I thank you very much.
And still on election-related issues, Graphic Communications Group and the Electoral Commission will on Wednesday host the 4th edition of the Graphic National Development Series, focusing on the readiness for the December 7th general election. Our political editor, Albert Kwesi Salia, spoke to Dr. Bosman Asare, EC Deputy Chair in charge of corporate services.
Graphic is a national leader when it comes to media work, and having the Electoral Commission partnering with Graphic, we see this as pretty much a win-win, something for all these two institutions. Both institutions are masters when it comes to their work. So we believe that by having Graphic on board, our message will go very, very far. We have a lot of online audience following Graphic, as well as those who follow your print work you do in terms of the Graphic, as well as the Mirror and the other works you do. So we think this is a very, very important partnership, which we must grow with, we must build upon it to do more things for our country. And we believe that if these two institutions succeed in their specific endeavors, it will go a long way to promote the Ghana brand. So we see this as a very wonderful partnership which must be continued. The Commission is fully ready for the December 7th general election. I'm saying this because all the necessary things we have to do as an institution, we've been able to do them. And as we speak now, we are in the final stages of the deployment of our items, all the election-related items, to the regions. And when you look at the fact that today, from today, we almost have about, I think, another 11 days or so to December 7th, it's a clear indication that we are right on time. The elections is about Ghana. It's about the progress of Ghana. It's about the growth of Ghana. It's about the development of Ghana. And we know Ghana has an excellent track record when it comes to elections. And the EC is committed to ensuring that we deliver another success come December 7, 2024.
And in other news, this is a playback of what happened to the 76-year-old Bishop T.D. Jakes last Sunday in what his church has described as a slight health incident during a sermon. The mega church celebrity pastor was seen pausing his sermon and shake as people approached him on stage in the footage posted to social media. The Potter's House Church, the non-denominational Christian church in Dallas, Texas, led by Jakes himself, released a statement saying that he received immediate medical attention after the sermon. Bishop Jakes is stable and under the care of medical professionals, the statement said. The Potter House was founded in 1996 and has over 30,000 members. And before we go, we bring you something from the court, where a grave digger found in possession of a human skull without court authorization has been sentenced to 8 years in prison by the Dansoman Circuit Court in Accra. Abdul Razak Muhammad, the 49-year-old grave digger at Awudome Cemetery in Accra, reportedly sold the skull to Alex Frimpong for 600 Ghana cedis. This was to allegedly help Frimpong secure more contracts in his masonry work. The 24-year-old Frimpong, on his part, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. Both Mohammed and Frimpong pleaded guilty to charges of unlawful use of human parts, and the court convicted them based on their own guilty pleas and handed down their respective sentences. According to the facts of the case, as reported by the Ghana News Agency, it was one Nanata, a fetish priest based in Winneba in the central region, who is believed to have ordered for the skull. The fetish priest has also been arraigned and he has pleaded not guilty. His case is still pending. The facts of the case are that on the day Mohammed supplied the human skull to Frimpong, he was on his way back around 2 p.m. when he encountered a police patrol team. The police stopped Frimpong as he was riding an unregistered motorcycle near the Odogono Senior High School in Accra. During a search, a human skull wrapped in a black plastic bag was found in Frimpong's backpack, leading to his arrest. Thank you for watching. For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh and follow us on our social media handles at Daily Graphic Ghana on Facebook and Instagram, Graphic GH on YouTube and X, and Graphic Online Ghana on TikTok. My name is Enoch Dafa Frimpong.